Alright, market tried to get the breakdown yesterday, but there was literally no follow through today, so the bulls were back in control today. Welcome back to Only Subs, guys. None of this is financial advice. If you want to join the Discord, link is in the bio. But let's get right into it with SPY here. So SPY yesterday, if I pull up the hourly here, yesterday it had that massive dip right over here on the last candle here from Tuesday, and broke a uptrend that it was following. So that was a signal for bears to start coming in. However, today, as you can see, market held around this 543.60 area, and then just rode it up and then just kept making new highs of days towards the last 2 hours. So as of right now, SPY is in a bull flag. So this is the bull flag right here. You want to see a breakout of this trend line right here and mainly needs to clear this 545 level. I was mentioning this in the Discord. This is a dark pool level. Huge amounts, few $1 billion worth of prints that came from here. So that's why it's acting as resistance. So that's the main thing for bulls tomorrow, to get over this 545 level, and then you want to see a breakout and hold of this trend line, and then you can send as high as this 546 area will be the next key level, and then 546.86, and then so on after that. There is an order block here as well. So this area, this bull flag breakout, is going to be a very key area, very important for bulls to push it. Otherwise, if it does break out, you might have a bull trap. It comes back down, and then you're going to look at this dark pool level here that could reject it. And, not reject. This dark pool level needs to hold if it rejects, and then, you got your downside targets after that, 544 and 543. So that's what you're looking at for SPY. Today, if you're in the Discord, we all banked on QQQ, which was an incredibly good play today. I used my 6 cents for that. I joke about that, but honestly, it's just having your levels in place and making sure that you know exactly where you're taking profit. So QQQ, I'll pull up the 15-minute chart here. So it's QQQ, very similar to SPY, had this massive pullback here. It didn't actually. QQQ was looking a little better than SPY yesterday, but SPY, sorry, very similar to SPY yesterday. It had this big drop, broke structure, and broke this dark pool level. It was a lot of indication to go short, reason to go short today, but opened up here, and right in the morning, like around 9:36, we got into that position, right? So it held the line, and then we banked a few 100% on that. But the main thing for tomorrow with QQQ, and I can show you the daily here, is remember, this was the gap that it tested yesterday, this daily gap, and now it caught that bounce. So again, you need to see follow through at this point for QQQ. You need to see the good thing about Q is it cleared this golden pocket all day today. We were fighting this to get over it, and then it came back down. And then once again, it pushed over it again. So a lot of dark pool activity is taking place over in this 477 area. This golden pocket is here. There's a lot of action going on down here. So ultimately, the bulls ended up pushing it, and now you want to push past this 479.50 level here. So if you clear that, and right now, actually, it's actually a macro. I moved my line. It's actually a macro. It's a macro golden pocket that it's testing here. This 618, and then this 0.65. You see the colors, right? The orange color. So that means that the fact that bulls have gotten into it and held it, which is a good sign now, it's for further upside. Very similar to SPY, clearing that dark pool level of 545. Well, it hasn't cleared it, but it needs to get over it. So again, going into tomorrow, very bullish. You got your downside if QQQ rejects this 479 level. As I mentioned in the Discord today, then that's your short signal to go short again. But momentum is pretty strong. I get into NVDA right after this, because NVIDIA, a lot of these big tech names are also pushing the market, right? So with NVIDIA today, we were short, and luckily we got out just in time. If you guys did get out on your shorts, because NVIDIA just had a uptrend day today. So now for NVIDIA, they have their shareholder thing tomorrow. You need to see 130. I've been saying it all day today. 130 is going to be the number. Why is it 130? Because that is your area where you have this number one, it's golden pocket at this 132 area. And then there's a gap over here that may get retested in this 130 area. And this, again, 130 is a very round number, a psychological number. But that would be a great spot for bears to capitalize and create a lower high, like right over here, and then push it back down. And if it does that, you're looking at NVIDIA coming back down to like under 115 to 105. So if that happens, that is your risk pretty much. I know a lot of you guys are in long positions. If you're planning to get in long positions, you just got to see how it looks tomorrow. As of right now, it's trading at 127. So I think, again, maybe 132 could get tested. Maybe 129.39. Like I said, 130 is going to be your magic number. At that point, you should manage your risk. I think NVIDIA is pretty bullish for the rest of the week. I think that it could go as high as 140 and even new all-time high. There is a trend that it's following right now that I had drawn from back there. You break that and it could ascend to 150. So that's where these numbers are coming from. 140 is going to be your all-time high test. 150 a break of that trend line. Downside target, you need to clear 130 to 132. Otherwise, that's it. It's coming back down. So that's what you're looking at on NVIDIA. Tesla. So Tesla, again, just rejected this this golden pocket here from yesterday, same area, just created a lower high and then rejected, but now just kept pushing back up. The bulls started pushing back over this level, and now it's chilling in this 187 area. Just 188 is the number for Tesla to get over if you're gonna long it. If you're gonna long it, like, yes, it broke out of this, but you're not getting that follow through, right? So it's just a lot of fake outs, a lot of bull traps. But it is sitting in a good place right now, relatively speaking, right? So it's you want to see a clear of this 188. If it gets back under 185, you could just short it again, honestly, and you could short it down to like 184 to like 182. It's not a bad bet. You're looking at some support over here. You break this area, this 184 to 182, 180 is next. So that's what you're looking at on Tesla. GME, I was saying this in my Discord, that 22 was the line in the sand. This is the level that bulls needed to clear, and the bears needed to break. So in order to hit 2017, this area needs to break first. However, they caught a nice push up. As well as AMC, I noticed had a nice setup here intraday. I actually called this out in my Discord. Whoever took it, you're catching that bounce here, and I called this when it was like down at 540, 530s, and it caught the bounce here on this weekly time frame here. So you're looking at upside target that's as high as like $5. Again, your round number. But if this is a reverse one, you got your inverse head and shoulder setup here. So it looks like a very good setup, in my opinion. You could swing this for a couple weeks out. Again, if you're in a Discord, you already caught this. It looks good, again, just for reversal to the upside. But GME, this is a trend line that it initially broke, which made the sentiment, or at least should have made sentiment, go bearish. Sentiment is just going to be bullish forever on GME with retail investors. But as of right now, this 22 level is holding, and then you had AMC had this support level on the weekly holding. So that's why maybe you're seeing this bouncing going on with these meme stocks. So if you're going to long GME, you could look for very conservative targets of, let's see. Yeah, so you could look for like maybe 25.66 all the way up to like 27 or 28 if there is going to be continuation. And Everybody's gonna be like, oh yeah, squeeze is here, but follow your levels, guys. Don't be like crazy. It is, we're a lot more smarter now, right? I get it. I was once a DGen too. I get it. So just be careful how you trade these. Don't diamond hand. If you are gonna diamond hand, buy further out contracts, months out even, or equity, as I mentioned. MU has earnings tomorrow after hours, so after 4 o'clock market close. Either this is going to have a 12% implied move to the upside or downside. So you're looking at 141. Let's see right now. 141. 17, so 140, 50, 60, yeah. So it's about 160, like this level right here, 160s. Or you're looking at downside. Yeah, you're looking at around 120 for downside on MU. So 160 to the upside, 120 to the downside based on the implied move. As of right now, MU is holding this gap. Actually, it looks pretty bullish now that you got the gap fill. You got this candle here, this one that came for a retest, and now you're getting the push out of the gap, and now you have this more of a bearish gap here. This was a bullish gap that got filled. So now if it is to move up here, again, if earnings could, I don't know if MU is going to push during the day tomorrow, but earnings could easily fill this gap, and then you're looking at new all-time highs on MU. Their sentiment is bullish on MU. Once again, they are, tied in with NVDA. So in terms of the as a supplier or chips or something related. So that's what you're looking at for MU. Their sentiment is very bullish on it. So if you're going to long it, you could target 160s or so, depending on how you want to play it. Otherwise, downside is 120s. You could hedge it, up to you, not financial advice. All right, next is Apple. Apple has just been in this bit of a downtrend. It might be printing a falling wedge here. I just identified it just by looking at it. But yeah, so you're looking at a possible falling wedge here. If Apple can break out of this pattern, you got to get over this 210 level, and then you could look for a breakout here. There's this golden pocket here, this 210 to 213. You have to clear it, and then bulls are looking really good above 213. Otherwise, if this invalidates, then you're looking at downside of 200s, low 200s easily on this breakdown here. So Apple, just look out for it again, just 209 to the wedge needs to break number one, and then getting over 210 will be the first step, and then 213. Otherwise, break of 206 basically, and then you're looking at like 203 to 200. Amazon had a dump at the last minute of the day, unfortunately. It is what it is, I guess. But it looked really good. Sentiment is very bullish on it. The pattern is very bullish on it, but it's just dragging on with these, cup and handle structures. You can see a lot of accumulation has been going on with Amazon, and that's the indication that it could even send soon to new all-time highs. If Amazon can clear 190, and I think taking a bet on Amazon for at least 190 a couple weeks out, it's absolutely not a bad bet. And once it clears 190, that's it. You're looking at new all-time highs, as high as 200. And once Amazon is gone, it's going. It's you can look at some of these levels up here, but it's going to go as high as 200. Pretty sure of that after it clears its all-time highs. So Amazon really bullish. Again, if you're going to look at downside target, we need to consider the downside at all times. Breaking this 185 level, I mentioned in Discord that if it goes under here, this golden pocket, you can short it, and you can short it down to like 183, 182-ish, and then if you break that, you're looking at like 181 to 180. So that's what you're looking at on Amazon. Again, I think it's very bullish, very great setup, but you just look at how you want to trade it. That should do it for now. I'm gonna look at VIX actually. VIX is actually breaking down. So all day today it was just kind of had this big pop and then breaking down. I said 12.88 was the level it was gonna test, and that's what gave the market, its push throughout the day. If tomorrow VIX can actually come down here, this 1260s level, which is a golden pocket, which is very realistic, and it's key level right here. 1260s, market can definitely get its breakout. Like you can look at QQQ, you can look at SPY, they're gonna break out, and NVDA is gonna also send, but you need to see a follow through with VIX to come down here at least, or at least hold this level, or come fill out some of this gap here on the 1 hour, and then you can see some type of push on the market. But that's what you're looking at, absolutely necessary. Palantir 25 is going to be your next level here. I had a question on that, yeah, this 25 level is going to be a very key level. So if you can get over this, then you're looking at 26 and 27 as your next targets. Otherwise, rejection of 25, and I think it can test it minimum, but if you reject it there, then you're coming back down to 24, as low as 23.75 even. So that's what you're looking at on Palantir. That should cover it. I think I covered all the bigger names. I'm gonna make a shorter video on really A+ setups. At the end of the day, guys, I'm always looking for A+ setups. I try to take those types of trades, and keeping win rate high and win percentages high, right? At least 100% is really good, right? Because even if you take a loss, we'll take a loss at what, 40-50%, even it's not going to be that, again, and that's assuming your sizing is in check. You're not like doing this, oh, let me buy one contract and then for another company I'll buy another 30 contracts just because you're just sizing it based off of confidence. But make sure you guys have a plan of how you are sizing, because that's why we can take these types of plays. You can have bigger losses because we're winning 100, 200, few 100% at a time, and with consistent win rates. That's the goal, right? Then you can be comfortable taking a loss. Otherwise, you're sweating all the time, and it's not easy, and I understand. So we're always looking to improve in Only Subs, and that's how we trade in Only Subs. So if you want to look into joining, the link is in the bio, or just send me a comment or